I had someone ask me about how the best way to take buttercream flowers that are frozen off of wax paper, and I decided to do this. I actually was going to do this last week. I piped out these royal icing decorations just real quick because I had some royal icing on hand, and I thought it would be just something to show you. There are a few ways to get royal icing or frozen buttercream things off of a surface, and the royal icing obviously is harder because it's more brittle, so it'll break. You can take a spatula. This is just a little squiggle. These are very random designs. I didn't really try to do anything. Take a spatula. You can try to work that in between the wax paper and the royal icing. Sometimes this works and sometimes it breaks, but this time it seems to have worked. Okay, so there's my little piece. What you don't want to do is take like something like these. The snowflakes have all these little pieces. If you start to try to bend the paper, this is what people will try to like bend the paper and pull the thing off. You don't want to take the item off the paper, you want to take the paper off the item, and it'll break obviously if you do it the wrong way. Always make extras if you're doing royal icing anything, because they just will break. So the way to take the paper off the item, take it, get a flat edge here. This is a sharp edge, it's not one of the rounded counters. Take the paper and pull it down, and as you slide it off, just keep pulling the paper down. You keep the piece flat on the surface, and you basically are taking the paper off of the snowflake. So there you've got that, and it's in one piece, it's not broken. Sometimes the spatula underneath will work, like I said. These have been on the wax paper for a week, so they're very dry. Sometimes it doesn't work if they're not that dry, but it usually will. So again, I'll do this one more time. Take the flat edge, it's got to be sharp. Pull this down. I'm pulling the paper down, and as I'm pulling it, I'm sliding this off the surface, right off the edge, and it comes right off. So take the paper, there's a little extra icing, take the paper off the snowflake or whatever you've piped out. Don't try to take this and bend it and peel it off, because it might break. And this is the last one. So I think, yeah, these are so dry. I've seen sometimes people will put a little tiny bit of Crisco on the surface of wax paper to help the royal icing items release. Apparently if you let them dry for a week, they come off very easily, so that's also something to keep in mind. But like I said, always make extras. Take the paper off the item. Don't take the item off the paper, because if it's still stuck a little bit, it's going to break. And that's my tip for the day.